Hi Chani, thank you for your uploading your pictures as usual. And just before we jump into your thing, your little note, really, I take my hat off to you. Excellent, you've done extremely well. You are, in my opinion, a talented photographer with a serious knowledge of photography. And you should know that you are completely entitled to be charging money for your photography. There's no question in my mind whatsoever. Get out there and do it, okay? If you want to. Okay, let's jump in. So that was just to begin with a pat on the back. Hi, thanks so much for the lessons and the feedback. It's my pleasure. I appreciate the time you took to answer my questions from last homework. It was very helpful. You're welcome. Here is my next batch of homework with a photo shoot. I hope it's okay. Include one extra photo shoot for the sake of question. It's the glasses. I saw that. We'll talk about that. My question is, do you always need to ask clients to remove glasses? Would a picture like that one I sent need to be tossed, or can this be fixed in post? Looks like I got too much glare to fix even with editing. What do you think? Let's look at that straight away before I forget. Glasses. So that's a bad flare. It's not a flare. It's a bad reflection. Can it be fixed in post? It would be very annoying to fix in post. Yeah, I wouldn't want to get involved in that. Generally, glasses are fixed. Well, there's a couple of things. If you're using flash, I'm not going to answer. That's a whole different thing when you've got the reflections of the flash in the glasses. That does happen a lot, and you have to work with that. But generally, reflections with glasses without flash, it's well, it doesn't happen so often. I'm trying to think how often it happens. It doesn't happen so often, but what I would do in this situation, I don't remember dealing with it so much, is the reason why there's shadow, why there's a glare here, why there's a reflection here, is because behind you there's a spot of light. There's a tree. There's light coming from, which direction's the light coming from? I think it's coming from behind him, but he's in shade, I think, and I'm pretty sure. And is that you? Oh, that's you. Sorry, that's you. That's a reflection of you standing there, you see? Yeah, look, that's you. We should have zoomed in the first place. So we've got this light patch of where the sun is now falling on the path behind. Yeah, so if you could just get that out of your background, then you'll be fine. I mean, this place here isn't such an amazing place to take pictures where you couldn't find a different place, you know what I'm saying? So that's considered an issue, and it depends. The general way of getting glare from glasses, especially with the umbrella, is just drop your head down a teeny drop. Thank you. Chin down a little bit, just to drop. Thank you. It's literally just that kind of much movement, and you'll get the way. It's the whole thing is communication with your clients, so you'll get to understand a way of conveying exactly how much. You just put chin, and you'll stop. Like those little kind of chippy marks. They help your client do micro adjustments. Watch the posing class. It's very important. Constant mirroring. If I say to you, put your chin down, then what people do is they go like that. Or let's say that I say to you, turn your face to the left. You're like, okay. And I'm like, no, just turn your face to drop, yeah. Chin down a teeny bit. You're watching what I'm doing. I don't know if you can see it so well on the little screen here. But as I say to you, chin down, and I put my chin down, they know what I mean. Do you understand? As opposed to chin down like that. Or turn your face like that. That's called mirroring, and you can be super precise. So with glasses, is you could just say, just put your chin down a teeny bit, and as you say, you put your chin down, and they do that. It's a very deep subconscious thing. Anyway, but it's very easy to do once you know what you're doing. It will come very quickly. So just turn your face to the right a little bit. That's it. Just bring your shoulder forward. Yeah, you understand? Okay. So you could get away with that. No, you don't have to have your subjects take their glasses off. Is the short answer to the question. I already gave you a lot of information. I hope that was helpful. Okay, let's jump in. I'll keep going one sec. With regard to white balance pictures, I couldn't remember which picture I took with which setting. Okay, so I labelled the pictures based on what I thought. That's cool. But could I mix them up? Is there a way for me to view more stats in Picasa in addition to ISO shutter speed aperture that is regularly shown in the bottom left? There is a little bit more information, but not really much more information. Oh no, that's not true. One sec. That's because this is I think if I click, see at the bottom here, there's this information panel. If I click in, I can see this is your camera, the D5-1000. Now here it's got your shutter speed, aperture, ISO. The white balance, does it tell you white balance? Let's see. 1 second, let's get to your white balance pictures. I don't remember it ever telling me white balance. Oh yeah, no, that's what it does. It says auto and then it just goes to manual. So it doesn't tell you which white balance you use, it just says you are on manual, okay? So this is you can see which one is AWB, which is, that one is AWB. Now, I will tell you the honest truth that I've only just realized this lately is that it is a little different on Nikon to Canon, and I probably wouldn't recommend what I've said on Nikon. That would be impossible for me to have known that without having seen this over and over. What I would do if I were you is, you can see the AWB. Let's get back to let's just finish off your thing and let's go back. So I've just shown you that you can see the extra, a little bit extra stuff, and then it's all just like crazy boring stuff. Okay, let's jump in to your homework. We've already spent a lot of time, so it might be a little quicker now. Let's just look at the running shots first. Let's just make sure that you are at 1,000. Excellent. Perfect stats. That's a big pat on the back. That's not simple at all to do that. That's very good. I appreciate your knowledge. You've learned a lot to be able to do that. I wouldn't go higher than 800 on my ISO with your camera, and 1,000 is okay. It's a little bit underexposed, but you can fix that. That's fine. That's completely fine. Okay, and you've nailed it. Very, very good. Excellent. That is a great skill to have, and it opens up a whole new world of pictures that you can take, having kids running to you. If you didn't understand this, I went on a shoot today and just before, and I take so many pictures of people walking forwards and away from me and running to me and all loads of pictures. It's not just I do it in every shot. I do it multiple times in every shoot. You get such like dramatic, amazing movements with the hair flying and the girls running towards you. I had little girls today. I'll show you. I can show you very quickly. 1 second. They're right here. I can get them in my 1 second. You'll see. This is a shoot. We're making like a tutorial of me actually on a shoot. So I'll just show you from these pictures. We've got spinning. We've got here's running. Okay, the truth is there were many more pictures, but these were my favourite pictures. So, but anyway, there's still, in every shoot we're taking pictures of people walking away from us and running towards us. So it's a very good skill to have. Okay, let's keep going. No need for raw. Perfect example of no need for raw. Similar comparable exposure, foreground, background, excellent, nicely composed as well. This line is a little bit sticky, but you do have this line coming around this way. That makes a difference, but that line is a little bit sticky. Good. Best in RAW. So yes, that is the example. It would be better to take this in RAW, but it would still probably be too much for RAW to handle, in my opinion. The answer to when it's too much for RAW to handle is Flash. Flash is the king. We're currently starting work on creating a whole Flash course that please God will be available to buy in another couple of months or so. Okay, let's look at your white balance. So look, this is what I was saying in regards to Nikon. It could be that it's different, and it is different from what I've seen. You need to know what you basically need to go out and try. Take some pictures. Keep very vigilant. It's going to be either sun or AWB or cloud, and work. Take a bunch of pictures AWB in the shade. Keep looking at the back of the screen. Keep looking at the back of the screen and gauge where it is. I don't want to give you a rule that I don't. To learn these rules, you can't learn it in more than one system of cameras because you never use two systems. You always use Canon and Nikon. Anyway, so I feel like bad that I can't give you the exact answer, but it's already out of my hands. That you should that you should take pictures. Look, let's look here. If we're, see, you've labelled them, we don't know which ones are which. But if you take someone into a similar place at this time of day, in the daytime when it's bright daylight, you'll go to sun. That's for sure the default. Okay, but when you're in this situation where it's shaded, yeah, then you need to just test. Let me see, does it look better in sun? Does it look better in shade? Does it look better in AWB? And go according to those rules and decide it in your mind which is which, and then you remember it. Reside it to memory, so you'll remember it for future shots. Okay, this was the glasses we spoke about. Okay, let's look at your photo shoot. Is it sharp? Okay, it's accepted to be sharp. She's close to the background, but it's not really such a big deal here. I think it'd be nice if she was further away from the background, but it's not a big deal. Stats are perfect. Pat on the back. Perfect. Excellent. Very good. Square. So the pose, for her doing this with her arm, I would want more of a full body. I want the arm to create me, to give me some kind of line that comes around. You with me? So this line just goes dang, and you're like bang. So it doesn't really add to it. You could get away with it with a heavy vignette. Maybe I'll just do it on Picasso a little bit. I don't like Picasso's vignette. But anyway, so you could, it definitely reduces it. It's a nice picture. Yeah. Okay, this has got more energy in. Now, again, it's the idea, stats-wise, perfect. Excellent. What are you shooting? You're shooting manual? Sure. Perfect stats, really. You've really nailed that. That's great. What I want you now to do is work on getting life more. Now that it seems clear that you understand the stats very, very good, try and get it that it becomes such a secondary thing to you that it's now just cool interaction and whatever you can do to get the smiles and to get the energy and the expressions and stuff, okay? So this is great. This is exactly that. There's a lot of energy and love in this smile. That's great. This doesn't help compositionally. If he brought his arm up a little bit more and this arm around maybe, or lifted his knee up and put his hands on his knee kind of thing, that would be a better. This is a bit static and we just kind of fall out. There's not such a bang because that line stops such a bang, but it's just like you fall out kind of thing. Anyway, but the actual shot is great. Like I said, stats are perfect. You nailed the focus. Nice one. Okay, we spoke about reflections. So that's annoying. That has to be thought about. That wouldn't make it. That would annoy somebody, that picture. So you have to remember that things like that. That would. It would be better. Not, it's such a gorgeous picture when you look at it. Like, look at his face. It's gorgeous. He's got good. It's just. Pardon me. But but that reflection. So you need to know nowadays pictures need to be perfect. They really do need to be perfect. So that should have been something in your mind. That's for next time. You'll recognise that for next time. Okay. Let's go. Okay. Good. Okay. So the reflection, we're not going to talk about that. That is annoying. Okay. That does need to be worked out. Now this shouldn't be like that. We've got these. Our eyes are falling out the bottom of the. These lines need to be bringing us back around. Okay. Now the fact that you've turned these boys outwards is usually. I don't do that personally. Is that cool to do? It's cool to do. Yep. I just don't usually do that. So if you're going to do it a little bit more. It's difficult with little kids, but these guys look like they could handle it. Try and bring his shoulder forward a little bit more. Okay. And she should bring her arms all the way around. Okay. I don't know. She wouldn't be able to actually catch her arms, I don't think, but she could at least hug all the way around. You with me? And then these arms would work as a beautiful, line that would keep us in, so our eyes would be going like this kind of thing. Yeah, and that's very beautiful. That really is very beautiful. So without that loses a lot. It's just a very simple fix. Remember that for next time, okay? Beautiful. Beautiful. The light on her face is absolutely delicious. Excellent. However, that detracts very much from the picture. This really does. This is a, remember, your eye is magnetically drawn to sharpness more than anything, to sharpness. That's why the whole concept of the blurry background is so cool, because there's nothing distracting and we stay completely focused into the subject. Okay, so here we do not have we have lines, we have sharp lines. Okay, so they're not as sharp as that, but they're still sharp lines. That is different. One second, I'll talk about that in a second. But this pulls away attention from the face. Remember, what are the rules to editing? Is we're trying to emphasize subject, which means we either emphasize subject, as I always say, or we de-emphasize everything else. So that graphically is not good. However, the light on her face is beautiful, so it might be worth messing with this in Lightroom. In fact, let's take this one into Lightroom. Let's see what we can do here. But excellent. Really, I really mean that with all my heart. Excellent. Pat on the back. And charge money as well, if you think that you've got a big enough client base. If you haven't got a client base right now, don't charge money. Okay, if you want, I've seen this again and again. If you want to be, if you want your business to start, this is our biggest advice to you, is keep in mind that you owe more to each client than they owe to you. Okay, they could get pictures taken with 100 people very quickly. There's lots of photographers. Just write up on Facebook, family portrait photographer in so-and-so area, and you'll get schmeiced with loads and loads of ideas. They're doing you a favor. It would be worth you even paying them. It sounds crazy, okay, but it would be worth you paying them. Not that you should do that, but don't take pictures of anybody who will not allow you to use the pictures for your own sake. Do not take any pictures of anybody. It's a waste of your time. Your time could be better used if you could take pictures for somebody and then use their pictures for your portfolio. So do not take pictures for somebody for free if they will not let you use the pictures for portfolio. There's enough people who will, so you might as well maximize your time. So let's just jump in here. We're running out of time a little bit. 1 second. Let me go. I'm not going to do this light. I'm going to do this. I'm going to get rid of the light in a second. I'm going to darken the whole thing as well. 1 second. I'm going to drop the clarity. There we go. And I think we're going to duplicate this. We want to really bang that out, and even again maybe. Let's see what happens here. See, that's really a lot. I need to see now. 1 second. It's a bit like, let's drop our flow. Okay, and now I'm gonna, that's a little too much. I want to catch the edges of her. That's for sure. Even I just want to bring ultimate interest to her face. No, I don't like that. I don't like that. 1 second. Might flow all the way up. Let's keep this in. We'll keep on the side like that. That's good. Okay. Okay. Now what I want to do, I think I'm going to crop in a bit. Now remember the rules about heads, we always need more space at the bottom, which is very true in this picture. Okay, now I'm going to take my radial tool, open it up, Zoe, and drop the exposure. Very standard classic kind of edit that I do, but it really makes the difference. And we're going to pop the eyes as well. 1 second. I think I might even drop the clarity a little bit more. That's nice. Yeah, okay, now we want to go to our brush tool, select the eye thingy, as I come in here, hold space allows you to move the picture around. Do the eyes, machen as well. Let's see just where we went from to. Ah, beautiful. Excellent. Good work. Chani, you've done exceptionally well. This is the 6th class, yeah? Excellent. So we've still got to see what you do for us next week. Take to heart everything that we just said. Bezrat Hashem, and you should be matzliach. Okay, all the best.